day 27 of walking around the whole of Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. Tonight would be my last night wild camping on mainland Cornwall, before soon setting off to the Isles of Scilly. I started where I left off from Cape Cornwall yesterday with the rain beating down, and headed back on the coast path. Slowly fighting against the elements, I was making my way to the most southwesterly point of mainland Britain to Land's End, and thankfully the rain stopped for a moment so I could bring out my better camera. Before long, I was back up on the cliffs and heading towards the popular Gwenver and Senham beaches, where I was hoping to grab some food. Soon enough I had reached them, and I was walking the path over, including past an adder breeding ground and many spots I wish I had a surfboard with me so that I could enjoy, but carried on walking into the village. I eventually made it, and got a kind offer from Smart Surf School for some free fish and chips, so I accepted their offer and enjoyed their company and the foggy but amazing view, before heading back up on my way towards Land's End. On the path over, it started raining again, so I chopped my waterproofs back on and continued along the cliffs and into the site, where I had a walk through, saw the sign, and then headed back off on my way past, hoping to get around Lamorna today. I followed the granite path for quite a while, with no corner being short of amazing views, until I reached the interestingly named Nanjizzle Beach and up a huge staircase to continue on the path. Still battling the intense winds, the next corner brought a nice mix of moorland and rugged coastline, which I followed past the Coast Guard and all the way to Porthgwara Beach, where I set my sights next to Porthcurno and the famous Minack Theatre. After a short but very rocky path, I made it to the theatre, and heading down the steep path to Porthcurno Beach, it was definitely one you had to keep an eye on, especially with the current wind and rain, and I continued on over the nudist beach of Penberth towards the next cove. Thankfully not spotting any nudists, I made it into Penberth Cove, where I walked through the old fishing village and back up on the cliffs, where I met the most unkept path of the trip so far, literally wading through bushes to make my way along, before going through one more cove and over some dangerously wet rocks before deciding to camp for the night in the woods. Follow me for the last day walking around mainland Cornwall, where I passed Lamorna, Mousehole and Newlyn before making it back to my hometown in Penzance.